Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. You no business, me no care if them screw face. Wow! Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried. They hear me fun too much, too much. Whoa! Them not like me not like them. Them not rate me. Me and them no friend. Me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Talk the things me come fi talk the things. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. You hear me? Talk the things me come fi talk the things.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251.
You bring the light. Them have to be mate, you have to be wife.
Yo, East Coast, get ready for it when Bolo and Ziggy present a party called Forever, Forever. And it's going down on December the 26th, 2025. Yes, that's Boxing Day. And we're taking it from day all the way to the night. The place to be is Ziggy's Fun Park on Friendship Road. So bring out the family early because we have trampoline, bouncy castle, and gifts for the children. And then when the sun go down, we partying forever, forever. Performances by Vision Clark, Bad Brat, and Mini Slims. Music by Bobby Kush, Street Vibes, DJ Koshi, Jerome, Top Secret, Slingers Family, and BHP Sound. So lock in the date. Boxing Night, December the 26th, 2025 is the dance call forever.
Oh, not again, man, not again. Chaja, I got to get this engine fixed. Oh, shucks. Hey, like me, bro. Hey, what going on there? What going on, Germs? Hey, days, dog. Right now, me head hot to me, bro. Me engine ain't starting. Where me engine ain't starting? Not the other day you fix your engine. But I mean, nobody's man ain't do a good work or what, right? I want to know what part I could get me engine fixed, bro. Alright, don't say 40. I got to help you out, because you know you're my brother. Excite me. Hey, what going on? It's all about E and F General Auto Repair Inc., bro. These man, them specialize in everything when it comes to your car. Your engine, your wheel, you know what I mean? Your carburetor. Whatever it is, bro, these man is the man, them go fix your vehicle. Alright, well, like no part these people them there, man. These people are located at 5731 Cooper Avenue, yeah, Glendale, Queens. You understand? You could contact them on 347-844-9333 or 347-357-8723 or 646-972-8828. It is enough number. Well, all three them number, you must get onto them, man. Well, never going on me way wasting no more time about it. I gonna deal with this engine now. Alright, do your thing, Germs. You don't know. It's all about A and F. General Auto Repair Inc. Best auto mechanic them. Definitely, guys. You understand? Alright.
Me darker than midnight, me darker than cool.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaicho Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes, guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthew's 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251.
Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I say morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. How you doing this morning? Morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you wake up on the right side? Morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you call upon the Lord this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you read a chapter this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you stamp the devil down? Morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you chase the devil away? Morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I say morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you show your love? Morning, morning, neighbor, morning. Did you show your brother love this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you show your sister love this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you trample the devil down? Morning, morning, neighbor, morning. Did you glorify the Lord this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. I say, morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. What say? Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Wagwan YouTube gang. Wagwan, let's start the things, TV family, community, friends and loved ones. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Let's Start the Things Calling Talk Show. It's your host with the most, Mr. Fire Feelings, aka Mr. Let's Talk the Things. That is it, and that's what's going on. Welcome back to the show, guys. How you guys doing? It's Friday. Yeah, it's the freaking weekend, baby. And you know, when it's the weekend, I am so happy. God damn. Don't know how it goes already, man. Welcome back, guys. You know it is, man. It is the 19th of December. Jesus Christ. We ticking down to Christmas. We tickety-tack, tickety-tack, tackety-tick, down to Christmas. Once again, I want to say happy holidays to everybody. Yeah, man, happy holidays to you guys, and hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. You know the code. You know what's up. You know how we doing. We back in the building. It's Friday, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling highly favored. First and foremost, I want to shout out to all those beautiful people out there definitely tuning in on the live. Shout out to all the nurses, the doctors, all the bus drivers, the Uber drivers, the Lyft drivers, the taxi drivers, those persons traversing around downtown, uptown. You know what it is, man. Those persons traversing in your hood, getting the kids them prepared, getting the kids them up and running and all these things. Today is the last day for school. I don't know when I think Guyanese school done close already. School in Guyana done close already. Today is the last day for school in Atlanta, Georgia. So what happened, I end up telling the kids them stay home. I know it's the last day, so you don't know right now. We got a few weeks with them before school open back. It is what it is at the end of the day, but you don't know, as a family man, family woman, as a family person, we know what's going on with this. So, you know, school is out. So we got to do what we got to do with these children, because I tell you, when school out, these children would eat you out. I swear. Me know what you are children, but me children them expensive. Yeah, I'm expensive. I can't take it sometime. But if it's one thing I don't complain about is food, because I know they got people around the world right now that ain't getting food. You know what I mean? Ain't seeing a bread, ain't even seeing water. It rough out there, no? It rough. But we just got to give thanks, man, you know, at the end of the day. So big up to everybody, definitely. You know what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. If you're going to be going out over this holiday, whatever you're going to be doing for this holiday, stay focused. You understand? At the end of the day, stay focused. You understand? Because you know the world right now is a crazy, crazy world. So crazy things is happening right now, guys. I'm telling you. So you just got to stay focused. Anyway, good morning to everybody in the building. Crystal, big up yourself. Good morning to you. Big up to 12 Soccer Baby in the building. Angela Gomes, what's up, sweetie? Good morning to you. Shelly! my main moderator right now, but I got always shout you out my sister. And I always got to put you up. You know how it go, cause you're a real G. You know me as my moderator. You're advertising your business on my show. Plus, you're donating to the show. Jeez, that's great. Yeah, man. And once again, guys, like I said, big business, small business, business is business. Even if you got a friend that have a business, you know, enlighteningly, you know that let's dog that they got a YouTube channel that is do advertisement for your business. And like I said, big business, small business, business is business. In order for your business to get income, you got to advertise. People got to know about your business. You can't just open your business in your community and expect your community alone to support you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the people in the community could be crosses trying to fight you down. So what you try to do, you try to let your business reach to a wider range. That persons out of your neighborhood could come. Is more money. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not the only person you should advertise with, but you should advertise your business. That's how you get people to know about your business. That's how your business is gradually bringing more revenue that you need. You can't just got a business and nobody know. Just two people in your neighborhood. No, come on, man. This way they're upon. When you get in a business enough, just to reach to 5. Let me say, all right, good, 5. No, when you get a business to reach to 100, you gotta push it. Every time you got to upgrade your business in order to bring more persons to you. You know what I mean? Remember, it's a young entrepreneur, I know a guy, and I got my little 1 or 2 little business. I know a guy, and I could tell you I know what's up. So come aboard with us. The telephone number to contact is 347-801-6231. We got some great packages to share with you guys. And I'm telling you, when you hear these packages, you're going to say, what? Right away, coming on board for your feelings. Yeah, man. That is it. So like I told you guys, man, contact those number 347-801-6231 so we could advertise for you. All right, guys? You know how it go. You know the ball game over here. So, you understand? So, hey, I telling you, last night was a show and a half. I telling you, last night, me need forget for. Last night, me need forget for do the full show I got. Yo, last night's show still got me laughing, but I telling you, hey, I love this channel and I love every one of y'all. You know what I mean? Honest truth to God. You understand? Jesus Christ. Angela Gomes, oh, y'all don't forget nothing. Y'all's everything for. Huh? All right, good. Angela Gomes just now put my hand to the bushes out. Good morning, guys. It's today the Christmas tree competition. Hi, Andy the boss by making joke. Andy the boss she put me. Well, I gotta let you guys know. Yes, tonight I will be designing my tree. And I will be going live. Like I told you guys, I'm going to paste the link in the comment section so you guys could join the live and let me see how your tree look. All right? So, yeah, tree competition. This woman is trouble by. Hey, don't make no deal with Guyanese black people by, with Guyanese people in general. Don't make... Hello? Don't make no deal with them and you don't come and shoot the government and put you under the bus. I swear. Also, like I said, guys, look out. The merge. Our merge soon up and running on our website for those persons to purchase. It's going to be on our YouTube channel for purchase and it's going to be on our website. So look out for our merge, like our cups, our jerseys. We got some cornhole bags that we're going to be distributing also. Like I said, and I'm going to say it again. You understand? Like I say, you know what I mean? I will be sending these stuff that I'm going to be sending. Come here. These stuff that I'm going to be sending to you guys. Give me which one? Which one? This one? Okay. Daddy rub it, okay? You gotta be careful, okay? Okay. All right. High five. Good to good. That's my baby. You coming to say hi? Hi. Come and say hi to your fans. You know them just want to see you. Say hi. She like Mickey, Nia. Is he? Yeah, Mickey girlfriend. Give me a kiss. Daddy love you so much, okay? What this girl face? What this girl face? She's so sweet, right? With a bag of trouble behind it. But this is me, baby. This is me, boo-boo. Daddy love you. Okay. That's not your pampers? Where's King King? Okay. Oh, guy. One whole bundle of joy by dog. She's giving me. I know you always want to see. I was gonna make sure you see her coming as the host for the show. I see lifestyle tell me I need to upgrade your picture. But listen what's going on. Remember me picture in upgrade? So I can't upgrade she picture, me upgrade me picture. The picture she is 1. You understand? Next year she's gonna be 2. And this show we're gonna add a new picture soon, but not right now. You know what I mean? Adding picture and them thing is not something that has to be done. The main factor is seeing lyric on the screen, so there's a we want. You understand? When she reach 3, I can take out a picture with she. She reach 2, I take out the next picture. This 1. So we can upgrade as we go through the years, but it's good with it is. Back again to you, Miss Gomes. Don't they laughing in the damn chat. Come for put people under the bus about competition and competition. Yes, tonight. Let me see how your tree look tonight. Y'all playing y'all, we can see, because enough of y'all gonna run. Enough of y'all not gonna want to really show y'all tree, because y'all know y'all tree is nice. Minnie, yeah, she like Minnie. I forget this Minnie. You understand? All right. Nevertheless, when we in the building, you know what it is. It is like up the live. Like the live up. I was reading the comment trying to see what's going on. Yeah, so tonight, definitely. I will be doing it on my phone because they don't know got there in the living room where is setting up the tree, so definitely, you know what I mean. Anyway, let me run through some bills quick and fast. Say you that we gotta play for these people. Once again, guys, yes, quick and fast. If you are in Queens, Long Island, Bronx, Staten Island, or Manhattan, and you're thinking about selling your house or buying a house or even renting an apartment, you need to contact Citadel Circle Realties. They are located at 1111 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. And the telephone number is 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251. Remember, you must be in Queens, Long Island, Bronx, Staten Island, or Manhattan. You know, New York, you know it goes already, all right? Thinking about selling your house or buying a house or even renting an apartment. Check them out, guys, all right? It's all about E&F General Auto Repair, Inc. They're located at 5731 Cooper Avenue. Telephone number 347-844-9333. Or you could contact Feroz on his cell at 347-357-8723. Remember, the best auto mechanic, we're talking about E&F General Auto Repair, Inc. It's all about Cater Home Health Care, Inc. Let them cater to your loved ones. Trusted home care for peace of mind. They're located at 1424 Veterans Drive Street, Suite 3A, Conyers. Their telephone number is 770-648-7532. Or you could visit them on their website at www.caterhomecare.com. It's just like that, all right? It's all about Shelly Campbell brings you the skincare solution for all ages. Yes, the #1 direct skincare company in the world. For those persons who are interested, you guys could hit up Shelly on 917-602-8456. That's 917-602-8456. Like I said, the skincare is for all ages. Or you could visit her on our website at MK_Shelly Tree. Once again, MK_Shelly 3. Big up to my sister from my next mother, Shelly, all the time. Cozy Studio for rent for those persons who are in St. Lucia or thinking about going to St. Lucia for a vacation, but you don't want no big house. You just want a 1-bedroom Airbnb. You need to check out Cozy Studio for rent. Enjoy a cozy, stylish, and tranquil restrained in Morn Fortune, St. Lucia, offering peaceful comfort and solo travelers, couple and business visitors alike. This 1-bedroom definitely have 1-bedroom. Sorry, this 1-bedroom have a 1-bath. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, baby crib, air conditioner, hot and cold water, outdoor dining, barbecue grill, secure parking, and complimentary Wi-Fi. Yes, guys, to check them out. It's all about my wife big 50th birthday. Yeah, man, it's all about 50 and fabulous. Definitely the big all white goes down on the 17th of January 2026. Remember, admission is free with RSVP. Visit our website. That's www.letstartthethingsTV.com. Definitely secure your RSVP, and that is how we're dealing with it every time. You know the code. You know how we're doing it over here, all right? All right. So definitely we in the building. We up, we buck, we dealing with things. Big up everybody that checking in on the ones and threes. You know how the code go. Bye. And like telling you, like I said, last night was fiery. I tell you, last night was fiery. So we didn't really get to get you certain stuff that we had to get you last night. But nevertheless, man, you guys know how it is. We're going to touch down on some stuff. Definitely this morning, because you know how the thing go already, all right? So big up everybody that checking in, everybody that tuning in on the channel. Like I said, like up the live. Like the live up. All right? All right. All right, we got Paul slow upon the check-in. Because, like I said, we still got persons that is very upset with. We got person that is still upset with one Mr. Mohamed. Sorry, what the president said, guys, at his statement. The amount of people who are coming out and bash the president right now is a love. You understand? Is a love. You know something? I started doing meeting 8:30, right? Just imagine, I doing me little show 8:30. I set me time for do me show. Now I seeing a set of people coming 8:30 with me. Me not understand what's going on. How everybody coming 8:30 with me now, man? I just now see Sharon Duncan, the 8:30, he come. I got a Jamaican brethren named Soul Flow. I see he there 8:30 too. None of these guys was 8:30. If you get where I'm coming from. All of them was 7:30, 8 o'clock, and all these other time. I know it's going on with me software now suddenly, but it's really going on, man. What's really going on with this flapping computer by? Hold on there, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to get this thing started out. Okay. Come on back. This is get wild. All right, cool. Like I said, David Hines. We see he came out. We got something with him. We got a video with Amanza speaking about some stuff. We're still gonna head back over to Nigel because we're still discussing about what the president said. Then also definitely we got the airport fight with a female. We got that to go through. So you don't know the thing already. It is 32 minutes into the show. It's 9:06. So let me just dissect with this for now. Let me kick off the show here. So you understand? Right? You guys know the code already. Good morning. Don't look left or right. Look up on head God get a plan for you, my brother. Look at the what? The race. Oh, okay. I don't know. Big up yourself, you know. But like I said, nobody never used to come 8:30. Everybody coming 8:30 now. Is that the one? Here I do. I just don't want to come same time with the next YouTuber because, especially our Guyanese YouTuber, because I don't want, what I mean, people got for between me and the next live. So I try for come early before or come after. But now everybody coming 8:30. I don't know what's going on. God bless. Let's get into this now, guys.
Was that black man, black woman, you have power and use it wisely. Revolution never died because it doesn't come every day. There's a reason revolution doesn't come every day. And those who say we are stuck in the 1970s, Chuck just answers them. They want us to forget the message of 1970. The message that say this color means something. And when we say we love this color, we're not offending anyone. We love you all. The message of 1970 by Dr. Hollis Liverpool, Calypso Rose herself, reference 1970. Reference 1970. We, of course, are sons and daughters of revolution. We need a revolution now. We need a black revolution. We need a Guyanese revolution. We need a working class revolution. We need a Caribbean revolution. Good evening to you all. Thank you all very much for the birthday wishes. The birthday was never a big deal. When you're born so close to Christmas, you're in trouble. Because when you grow up poor, as we all did, they can't manage two gifts. You got to wait for the Christmas present, the tie gun and the nice cake and the nice food. When was the birthday? I think they would buy two egg, two by leg, and so on. And you got to wait. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful to have lived another year, and I'm ready to face the year to come. Brother Takuma is here with us. Brother Takuma, good evening.
Right, good evening, Dr. Hines, and good evening to your viewers. And let me join with all of those comrades, friends, and relatives who have been saluting.
I would like to say thank you to Miss Lexi for the $10 super chat donation.
Your birthday, I want to join with them and to salute you and hope that you see many, many more birthdays because we have a lot of unfinished work to do.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. And Takuma, I want to take you back to 1970 because I would imagine as you listen to Chalk Dust, and we all grew up with Chalk Dust music, Chalk Dust himself a soldier of the black struggle and the black revolution. But as you listen there to Chalk Dust and it reminds us of 1970, you...
Good morning, Alicia. We're going on 592, my friend, but we're going on, babes. Everything good? I see you making some mad posts on Facebook. Big up yourself.
Were alive in 1970.
Beverly, good morning to you. How you doing?
And you were part of the Caribbean Black Power movement in 1970. Your reflections of the 1970 revolution?
I think it was one of the most, in modern Caribbean history, is one of the most brightest spots in the struggle for Caribbean people, and particularly the African Caribbean people, for liberation and self-determination. And I think that it played a major role in revolutionizing many sections of many parts of the Caribbean, which we are still feeling the effects of that period. I think that it creates a whole generation of Caribbean persons, both academic, non-academics, working people, you know, patriots who saw in the 1970s revolution a glimpse of what a future new Caribbean and a liberated Caribbean could be. And I think that the aspirations of that period is still rooted in the consciousness of our people, even though it may not be manifesting itself in a very aggressive way. I think it is deep in the consciousness of the people, and the correct spark will regenerate and ignite the spirit of liberation of our people. And I think that is what all the oppressors in the region, and particularly in Guyana, is afraid of. Because it don't take much. It don't take much because these things are rooted in our historic memory.
Thank you very much, my brother. And in that calypso track does reference two people who you know very, very well, E.U.C. Kwayana and Walter.
His people, both the African people and the Caribbean people, and to help to foment, a movement in the region that could help to materialize those expectations. Walter was extremely outstanding in many particular ways as it relates to the Caribbean, because his exclusion from Jamaica led to the fomenting of street protests in Jamaica and other parts of the Caribbean, and his activism among the most oppressive sections of the Jamaican society, and by extension also other areas of the Caribbean, and his intellectual work on the history of Africa cement him in a very special way as a revolutionary academic and a revolutionary fighter. Walter came over very clearly in a way that the populace understood him, not simply as an academic, but they saw in him a genuine leader trying to advance the interests of ordinary people. So I think both Kwayana and Rodney, in their own ways, have made an extremely important statement in the evolution of Caribbean history that will stand the tide of time. And both of them have produced disciples who are continuing, the legacy in more than one ways.
Brother Takumo Ogunse himself, a veteran now, reflecting on two of the persons who have had a tremendous impact on his own evolution as an activist, and I'm sure as a person, because people like Kwayana and so on, they did not just impact you politically, they help you in personal ways. I think both Ogun and I would say that our lives are where they are today because we cross paths with people like Quayana and Rodney. And we continue to do the work that they started. Quayana, of course, is still alive and living out um, his own work and seeing in many ways. Sometimes there are ups and downs, but we can all say that we are at a better place as a people, as a Caribbean people, a Guyanese people, and African people than we were before the Cultural Revolution of the 1960s and the 1970s. Brother Takuma, let us talk a little bit about some of the issues that have been animating conversations in the Caribbean in recent times. Chief among them is the issue of the cash transfers. There's a way in which moves history moves in, as they say, strange ways, but it keeps on moving. You and I were part of the collective that gave the space for Dr. Clive Thomas, another unsung hero, another larger than life contributor to Guyanese and Caribbean liberation, still with us and sits with us in our executive. And in 1918, when he was invited to Buxton and he came there and announced cash transfers from oil which was not yet pumped. And it created perhaps the biggest stir in the last 20 or 30 or 40 years in Guyanese politics. It brought out views and assumptions from many quarters, most of them that this is craziness, this is madness, this will not work, this will not work. Today, 7 years later, the entire Guyana are up in arms, calling on a government that said this thing couldn't work, but promised it to the people at election, and now are saying that they're not giving it to people. And the Guyanese people have made this a big political issue. The APNU took to the streets last week and to say we stand in solidarity with the people for these cash grants. And we want to say that one of the reasons we have this difficulty now is that you are not doing it the right way. You are seeking to turn cash grants into handouts, and that's not what we are talking about.
I want to say thank you to Miss Maxine Johnson. Got to say thank you for that $20 super chat donation. Thank you so much, guys. That's what we're talking about. The $5 goal. We need 5 super chat donation, guys. Come on, let's go.
Watch it the last few weeks unfolding. If someone had told you just a few weeks ago, a few months ago at the election, that cash grants would have been the first thing to bring Guyanese onto the streets after the election, would you have believed them?
I telling you.
Well, because I have been paying close attention to the response of the Guyanese community across race and across politics to Dr. Thomas's and the WPA's cash transfer proposal that we made 7 years ago. And I continue to argue, both in the executive and outside the executive, that it is a policy that have long won the hearts and the support of the entire country. Mm-hmm. I pay careful attention to these things. So if somebody had suggested to me that after the elections, when the PPP commit to pay the cash grant.
Got to say thank you to Angela Gomes. Yeah, man. Thank you, Miss Gomes, for the $5 super chat donation. That is it. Let's keep it rolling, man. That's what we're talking about. Gotta say thanks to all those persons. I want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for your donation, guys. That's what we're talking about. You understand? That is what we're talking about. And that's how I know that this channel, definitely supporters that is on this channel, I appreciate you guys. And I know from the bottom of my heart, you guys got my back. So big up to everybody that been donating. All right? Like I said, those persons who donate to the channel, definitely 2026, we will be, you understand, sending some gift for you guys. We're going to be having some of our merch coming to your door for your support throughout the year. Here so on Let's Start the Thing. So everybody who donating, that is donate on a daily basis, I got all of your name right down and everything. So you guys will be receiving a gift for 2026 from Let's Start the Things TV. Just look out. I will be hitting you guys up on WhatsApp to get your address so I could post all these stuff that I got for you next year. I'm dead ass because I really, like I said, there's one thing with me. From you supporting me, I can support you. You understand? So thanks again, Ms. Gomez. Appreciate it. Let's continue.
Grant, and then they refuse, I would not be surprised.
Somebody said Dr. Hines is conducting his first online Pan America study class for Guyana and the Caribbean. You understand? Currently. All right. Yeah, man.
At the response of Guyanese people, and I think people are correct in their response. You see, the PPP was engaged in political opportunism. They wanted to use the cash grant handout as a way to consolidate their electoral support and hope that people, and particularly African Guyanese and probably Amerindians, will rush to the polls and vote for them. But as the election results show, they got no significant votes from neither the African community or the Amerindian community. And in PPP style, it is payback time. You know, we will spite you. It's payback time.
Yeah.
And you don't vote for me, then, you know.
These are the people them is move. And ever since when this cash grant come out, for those persons who can remember on me live, I tell them, I said, this cash grant, something there behind this cash grant. I was saying that all the time. I went saying something there behind this cash grant. Now listen me and listen me carefully, my brothers and sisters, because it's reasoning again, right? Last night when Samuel mentioned something saying that we don't like how the black people, basically this is how we got it that you know what I mean? Making it look like if they want a handout or whatever it is, right? You know, I sit down to myself and I think, it's not that the black people making it look like no way because of this cash grant. All around the world, governments is give back to their people. So this cash grant thing that the PPP come up with, I'm not going to bash them about it. I'm glad that they did it because nobody else never did it. And it's something that is been going on for a very long time in America, Canada, and all around the first world countries. But they don't call it cash grant. You understand? Most persons would start to his tax return or wherever it is. Up to the other day, Trump ended up giving back $2,000 to the citizens of America. So it's something that has happened. So I'm glad that PPP bring this to the forefront. But here we're going on. But here we're going on. Right? What? Here we're going on. Right? It's because how the politicians them structure Guyana. Because a day like today, we still saying all we need to come together as one. So why you think we a day like today saying all we gotta come together as one is because of the divide that the politicians them have put us through. That's why I said last night, this thing is not only the people, but it's what we have been put through in life with the politicians them. Now, if we had people that could come out and say, yo, Guyana is a race, as a 6-race country, let we don't bother with this coolie buck and black thing, cause all of we is one. I feel that we would have never go down this road. But what, Bornum got a little for blame, Cherry J got a little for blame, a lot of them got a little for blame for how the system end up getting a day like today. Real thing, hello.
Yeah.
Morning, my brother.
Morning, blessed
Hey,
Friday.
listen, I want you to listen what I tell you. Listen, go. Don't think you want to start no fire over this, man.
Oh, I
No,
might start
I'm joking with you,
it
bro.
well. The crash grant wasn't implemented by the
Let's
PPP
go.
government.
Right.
The crash grant was implemented by Granger after the contract he signed with ExxonMobil. But he never give it out. Never give it out. There was no crash grant to anything until the Isle deal was go through. He the one who created. He never give it out, and that is why the people was mad at him. It's Granger, it's not the PPP. They just come and take credit. That's when they start push it in his face.
Real thing.
He implement the crash grant because of the Isle. And when he set up there's supposed to be a account set up for that crash grant for the Guyanese people. Oh crap, now we're talking. There's supposed to be a account set up for the Guyanese people thing where the money's supposed to go.
Right.
And it's supposed to return back to the Guyanese, certain amount to the Guyanese people.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah, man.
Granger,
Yeah, man.
that's one of the things I love what he did, but what I didn't like, he never give it out.
Okay.
Or if he give it out, right. He start take care of the people them in the interior through his wife is Amerindian.
Okay.
And that's why black people was mad at him, because everything he run to them, to his wife's side of culture.
Oh.
You see, but it's East implement the cash grant.
Where you see that?
Anything because they're set up now
Wait,
for
you see
set the
that?
Guyanese people, them not black. The Guyanese people, them on a level. He knew how much money the Isle would have bring in for a year.
Who, Granger?
Yeah, he knew.
Okay.
But that's why I tell people say, oh, it's the PPP signed it. No. Because when he signed, right? Oh, I'm going to show, give me a little time.
Mm-hmm. You good.
When they was running on the 220 election, Jagdeo turned and said they're going to go back to the table and change the deal. That's why what he named us always say with the fencing and all this thing. Jagdeo is the one who said it during the 2000 election.
Okay.
Because he said the deal Granger signed with America is robbery. It doesn't benefit Guyana. I turn and tell him he could never go back to America and do that. Because America, where you going to go? You have no leverage to deal with these people. You see? He the one who start about fencing and I black and this during the 2019. Because that's when this whole thing start. With he and the APNU party. All right.
I tell
Yo,
you.
memory, you gotta go back and check for them video and you can see.
Real thing.
And you can say, Albert, you're on point.
Yeah, man.
I did listening.
Good, my brother. You know what I mean? Let me see two things in the thing. That all right, let me go. Yes, PPP did somebody in the Andrea said PPP did not bring anything to the forefront. It was the WPA who spoke about the cash grant. There was no oil money before to implement nothing. All right, we understand that. So if Granger did come up with it, it never did happen, but the PPP end up dealing with it okay. Like I keep saying, right? and I can say this over and over. Anything that uplifting the Guyanese community, the country, I'm with it. But if I know you doing this, not from your heart, and it's only benefit you and not the people them, then we got a problem. That's why I was saying this cash grant thing, it got something with it, but I didn't know. Remember now, like I said, right, and I'm gonna make it straight. And y'all should know. This is why when certain people say certain things, I still listen and learn. Because like I said, I am so hatred. I have so much hatred when it comes to the political game, bro. If I haven't done enough research on our Guyanese political game, yes, because why? I see it dirty. I don't like it. That's why I see it dirty. So certain thing, and like I said, how them is got people in Guyana, how all the politicians them is got people in Guyana, because like I said already, and I say it again, right? It's like, if I never start come to America, I feel, although they used to say Guyana is a third world country, they keep holding we down as a third world country. Till a day like today, people them still want to say third world country, and technology is so advanced. I could remember back in the days when a song released in America, we had to wait 2 to 3 months for it touching Guyana. That's how social media was not effective like how it is today. You can't tell me nothing but music now. As soon as a song come out, we get it. Back in them day, when a song come out, December is still February or the end of January we get in for know about the song. But it's not like that anymore. Change. That's why when people talking about third world, we F that shit. Right now, we is one of the fastest growing economies in the Caribbean and in the world. But still, how them they're working, we know. They're working with some big words. Like I keep saying, is the political strategy is what got Guyanese like what it is. We fighting against each other. We ain't trying to elevate we mind to learn nothing because why? They try for narrow we with certain education and certain knowledge. You understand? This what they trying for. That's what they was doing right through coming up. And I'm talking about all of them party. That's why a lot of people don't know the rules and the regulation. They know nothing going on in Guyana. Because why? This is how we get set. This is how we get, this is how the politics them do we. Like, we can't learn nothing. We can't elevate we mind to nothing. They just got we right there like, yeah, we is this. This is what we must take. This is what we must accept. We mustn't accept great. Is now sort of people coming out and say, yo, bond that.
Oh.
Bondo. Yeah, bro.
You writing as thing. But in the 80s was worse than getting song in Guyana.
I tell you.
Sometimes you gotta wait a year.
Well, let's go.
But when I came back in the 80s with cassette and these songs out 6 months when I bring them. Man, I didn't even know about them songs. When I came back in the 2020, that at that time was a pasa thing.
Yeah.
2000, let me see, 2002. I bring some CD down there, bro. Man, bar them never give back and all them thing. At the time they had the big CD card selling. I bring some, cause you remember, we are music, man. We are DJ, so we get it connect tight. So anything boss, I get it.
Aye.
Yeah, that studio card, broke down studio, which I know a couple of my brethren was part of it. Yes, I. And that time still thing was going running after the social media beating there in 2003 or 4. Got on the map where it shouldn't, like you said, being a third world country no more because things start progress
Right.
very fast.
Right.
You see? But it's gonna remain a third world country by how the government of the people them living.
This it,
And
buddy.
the mouth. The word
This
is
why I'm telling
and the
you,
mouth.
bro.
That's why. But the fastest growing economy in the world, but your people that still living hand to mouth.
And to
You
mouth.
make sense.
This is
Where that
somebody
makes
say here,
sense.
so fastest economy, but over 50% people still living in poverty. Real thing.
What happened to her? You see, the account for the aisle set up. I trying to remember the what type of account. The only way they could touch their money is to show what they want to do with the money. That's where the Chinese come in with all these roads and all this infrastructure.
Okay. Aye.
That's how they thief the money. You see, every time they go for get that money, the Africa Granger was smart in how he set the money up. You see, I'm trying to remember somebody who could tell me what the account is, and they're the tip of my tongue, but sometimes you can't sort it. You see, if I remember, I'm going to call you back. But the account that they without oil money going, they have to have a reason why they need the money. That's why they're
Right.
doing all this road work and all this thing. Then care about how it do, how it come out. They care about how they get the money to do it. You see? So I
Real
follow
thing.
Granger when Granger came to America with Obama. People saying black guy need voting. Bro, they never vote Granger in America, put Granger there. And I just tell them that they could come for me.
Okay.
America put Granger there. He came before you run for president when they see Lecky and Corbin stepped down. America came and had a meeting in Washington with Obama. That's why when he win, they had the America allowed them to have a big rally for the first time. That was the first Guyana president ever had such a big rally.
I telling you, boy.
You see? And the honor they give to Queens, Little Guyana is through Granger. But Chedi, America helped Chedi get in power. That Chedi was to sign the deal for the island. People like, history sometimes is not written. But you see social media, there's a lot of things on the social media, bro.
I telling
And
you,
at
bro.
that time, Guyana didn't have social media.
Right.
It was still upcoming. It didn't even there yet. They didn't have proper news thing. When some people come, what you need sound last about newscasts. Guyana didn't barely some people had TV, bro.
I telling you.
They didn't have no news output too much. They had two main stations, Alagala TV channel and Vera.
Right. Right.
Tell me if I'm
Correct.
wrong.
Correct.
All right. Me sometime. Vera. I left Guyana at the age of 16, bro. But my memory is sharp in a lot of things I could remember. You understand? Because these are things I could remember. I had to go by me cousin for watch TV. So a few of us couldn't afford TV. Many of us, not few,
Real
many
thing.
of
Many.
us. Many. The majority. 80% of Guyanese didn't know about TV. And when telephone come out, and when the thing with Guyana was still using the analog system up until 2003 or 2004. We already was in digital. Understand? So when you talk, I could talk. I've been both sides.
I telling you, boy. Yes,
See,
Albert.
the
Yeah,
first
man.
person introduced the digital, tried to introduce the digital system in Guyana was Digicel. The government take Digicel money. They take the money, and when the Digicel ready start come put up the antenna, they had to stop because GT&T never approve of it. And them and GT&T spend years in court since the 90s.
I telling you.
Till they decide and give them the contract. But what they did with Digicel, they now went and upgrade the system to the Digicel and start move away from analog before they could allow Digicel to start doing their business.
I telling you.
Bringing history.
Yeah,
These are
man.
things of Guyanese in Guyana don't know because it wasn't shown to them because they didn't have the technology to see it.
Good. Good.
Used to travel them time back and forth after 12 years not going back to Guyana.
I telling
A
you.
day and sit down watching the news that none of them didn't see the killing them. What was they know about some killing, but we used to get the news right there. It was in Guyana when they killed Wado. All right. I did listening.
Good, my brother. Respect for that. Respect for that, Albert. You know what I mean? And this was rate Albert with, you know? Yeah, man. No joke. No joke. Lord, let me go back into this. See Life 7 was calling just now. Yeah, I don't know. We got to show the video. Don't let me get caught up too much alone on the calling alone. We got to show some videos, you know what I mean? All right? All right, let me get back into this.
Since the PUP treats the national purse as their private bank account, they believe that the money belongs to them and they will dole it out as they feel please. But I am very glad.
Let me get a quick boss. Morning.
Good morning to you, my brother. Grand rising to you and your family. Grand rising to all kings and all queens. Yes, blessed Mr. Albert, the information clerk, you call him. Understand that why he's low. You understand? We call him 1 or 2 and 3 and 4 times. Understand that why he's low. He call it easy information clerk. But some people call in all the time, and when people say something about them calling for clarify. No, you call and bring information. So this is my piece of information with you saying that. Why is it that these people still calling it a third world country? Oh, technology is 25 years, going into 26 years now. Right? The reason why these millennium children, we expect different from them. Any child, understand me, in the 20s, any young man or young woman in the 20s, we expect different from them. If they are still operating a certain way, it clearly shows that the parents is trash. Understand? It's only trash that's produced trash. Young person, young man or woman in the 20s or anything so behaving so, you're no playing. But the only thing changed within them years there is technology. People in change. It's still the same thing. And these people blocking technology out of Guyana ever since. That is one of the things that I tell you last night, that these people are uneducated about when it comes to the history and when it comes to the future. Guyanese only living in the present. They're looking for money. They're looking for this. They're looking. But when they don't get it, is where it is. It's just like some black people looking to turn millionaires. When they turn millionaires, they got Chinese people ain't doing no business for them. White people ain't doing no business for them. In this world, when you're a millionaire, is who you know. Ain't the money you got. The money you got, if you don't know the right people, it can done fast.
Straight up.
And this is how these people got we stick back in a third world country. Because we are not educated about a lot of things that is going on, even about our own country. Next thing why we a third world country, because we, as you know, say we is the fastest growing economy right now in the world, the first or the second. Brother, but we still got shithead people running we country that it running like a third world country, brother. Because the technology is there, the education is there, the material is there, and we have the money, and we are not purchasing it. We are purchasing bare trash. We are hiring people from China and India that don't get sanctioned for build our roads and our bridge, that we don't get problems with. We don't get problems with, and a minister can come telling you that is the asphalt on the bridge is what need fixing, not the bridge. The bridge is concrete. If the bridge built properly, the asphalt gonna put down properly. So when these people come talking, who are they really talking to? They're talking to the people in Guyana that's uneducated about these things, that don't know the right thing about these things. That's the reason why it's a third world country, the people up here, when it comes to minister and government. Because when they look at the government there, the government is trash. All the ministers in every department is shit. And they got so much money and they're not buying the right medical stuff. They haven't got so much money and they're not paying the nurses. The nurses, the woman said that she went to New Amsterdam Hospital and she carried she child on one nurse alone there. 6 doctors and the doctors doing with the one who listening to the phone, who ain't doing this, who ain't that. They got so much money and then spend it on the security system. If you got so much money and all of your department in your country is trash, it puts you in a position that you is a third world country. Because when it comes to medical, you can't do certain procedure. Your doctors and nurses is not even qualified. When it comes to security, your security guards is not even qualified. All they know how to do is shoot. Same thing with your police. When it comes to qualification, they are not qualified. So that is why they are a third world country.
Aye.
So it's just like certain black men. Don't care how much money they got, them is nobody. It's just a nigger. So until black people are educated how to spend the money and how to put it in a position that they don't have to talk, the money talk for them, that is when we can start rising. Is when we can start rising to the occasion. If we don't start educating ourselves on our past and our future, and start, as the man say, get up and do the right thing. Don't say you're supporting black business, do it. And the people that got black business, make sure your business up to standard. If you want black people, support it. That's all we gotta do, you know. So Guyana would remain as a third world country once we got shit ministers running the country. And once Guyanese still running around like chicken with their heads cut off and uneducated, we can still got the same problem we have.
Big up.
Understand?
Yeah, man.
And it's plain blank, brother. It is a third world country. Fine.
That the majority of Guyanese across race and across politics have been indicting the PPP in a very profound way for the backtracking on this important electoral commitment. We have to hail up the APMU to take, because to go to the streets and to represent this issue, which is an issue that touches in a real way the very soul of the multiracial poor in this country. And I think that they have to be commended. But it also demonstrates a reality of Guyanese politics. I think the APMU read the mood of the people correctly. I think they were right to listen to the activists who were saying that the people really want the APMU to represent them and to fight for this thing. I think the judgment that the bulk of the Guyanese people support the demand for the cash transfer, I think those perceptions was accurate assessment of the state of the Guyanese population. But sadly to say, the response of the masses did not turn out to be what I'm sure the organizers had expected. And it brings to bear this question in Guyana that is not simply an issue of leadership not doing the right thing, but is also an issue of to what extent the population is willing to fight for what they believe they ought to get. And I think that the question of fear and the question of alienation stands very strong in the political consciousness of the people. And we have to note both things. We have to commend the APMU for biting the bullet and testing the waters, but we also have to objectively recognize the weaknesses that demonstrated by our people, the same people who want this money. Now, the cash transfer struggle from we the WPA, while we support any payout from the state, from the oil revenue to the population, we support. But the WPA is adamant that our proposal for $1 million Guyana dollars annually in a structural way, legal way, passed through Parliament, and becomes a reality like old age pension, which is protected from the fantasies of politicians, that the population know that annually they will get this payout from the oil resources, and it is not subject to the fantasies of any political politician or political party. And as we fight for immediate payout, our eyes is on the bigger picture, because we believe for us the cash transfer that we are advocating is a very important initiative as far as we're concerned in the struggle to begin to wipe out poverty from the country. And we believe, okay, that the masses of people should not get detracted by the games that the PPP is playing with these piratical commitment to cash transfer and treating the nation like if you are little children. If you behave yourself, you won't get something. I mean, it's very insulting. Because at the end of the day, the money is the masses of Guyanese people money. It belongs to the people.
We can hold it right there. And you guys know what's up, man. Yeah. 1 hour, 19 minutes into the show, guys. You know what it is, man. It rough at this end of the day for know that, you know, this is we money, and it's still looking like if, you know what I mean, we can't even get your own money. But come on, guys, we're not gonna lay out the whole show. We got things to run through, and we got things to deal with. So before we go into Manzo, I got this big man here. This big man is another big man that has come out and talk facts. But before we go into that, let's take 2 more cards before we go into the next segment. I don't know, we're doing it wrong here, right? Eli Jason. Yes, I.
Bridget, mighty rising.
Yes, I. Same to the eye.
Greetings in this Iowa to everybody that's listening. Jordan, you, your family, you don't know.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to bring something to the forum, to the attention of the people. How this crash grant thing started is because of Melly exposing, Melly and some other people exposing that monies was being paid to the Indian people, them up West Borbies, them Borbies, and them outlying areas and them things. And I remember back in 2023, I think, and I think was then when it really started, they started doing this cash grant thing. When the president announced 200,000 for family, and then Jack, you do the next year, say 100,000 for Guyanese or something of the nature there. So I remember I go to the airport to pick up some people. And I see some Indian people come in the country, some old Indian people with walking cane and all everything. And let me tell you something, they skin white, border white people. So I know they left Guyana long. You know these people moving with the droves behind them with the grandchildren and this other body, and this other body, and this other body. Brethren, them people, they pay them people 5,000 US. You know what I'm telling you?
Aye.
When I hear the shout, they were paying those people 5,000 US. But what started to happen in them areas, people started to complain. How them are getting and me not get. And the people that started to reach out to the social media, Melly, Mell, and the different other entities. And that is how they started this cash grant story. So this crap what they're telling people, but oh, if you behave yourself, you're going to get the knowledge. Nonsense. They can afford to give Guyanese $1 million a month, brethren. They can't afford that from the same high revenue. You are telling you on a day, just tune in on a day.
Respect, my brother. Yeah, man. You understand? Respect on that. You understand? Anyway, let me tap into this next topic is because we got to get through some stuff. I ain't dep on a one thing whole day. You understand? So this brethren is like I tell you guys, since the president has made his statement, they got a lot of persons upset with what he said. Now this big man he is to come out and literally this big man expose a lot of things, especially pertaining to the president. Let's listen what you guys say.
Irfan Ali missed a couple of things in his speech last evening. I think I should help him. Irfan, you should tell the people of this country that the United States is completely polluted. From coast to coast, waterways, even the water in their taps. Tell the people of this country that we have one of the largest reserves of fresh water, and both the United States and the United Kingdom are interested because water in a few years would be gold.
Wow.
And you're selling us out.
What?
Why don't you tell the people of this country that you knocked down 9 public convenience in Georgetown? Yes, your government, the governments you brag about. And Georgetown, that was built to accommodate 125,000 people, now has that amount visiting each day. Men stopping and urinating against their car doors, or against electric poles, or against people's fences. Females traveling out of Berbice sometimes beg the drivers to speed up to get the KK. Imagine KK is the only public convenience from Berbice to Georgetown. You should be paying KK. You should send one of your office secretaries to take picture or video the border market and the Stabroek market, especially where the fishmongers are and the butchers. And
big up to Shelly Campbell just dropping that $50 donation. Shelly Campbell, you are the sponsor of the show today. Gotta say thank you for dropping that $50 donation. Like I said, anybody who dropped $50 or more on the show will automatically be a sponsor for the show. So once again, guys, do remember to check out Shelly Campbell for the skincare solution for all ages. Once again, Shelly Campbell got that skincare for all ages, the _1 direct selling skincare in the world. Contact her on 917-602-8456 or follow her on Instagram at MK_Shelly3. Let's get back into it. Hold on there. Let me get back into it. People, sorry there. I didn't even know I switched.
You should be paying KK. You should send one of your office secretaries to take picture or video the border market and the Stabroek market, especially where the fishmongers are and the butchers. And man, if you don't vomit, something is definitely wrong with you. You talking about development? Georgetown is the stinkiest city in the entire world. I have visited many countries. Ali, I have visited many countries. Georgetown is the stinkiest city in the entire world. You go and walk around the public building, and if you don't vomit, something is wrong with you. Each day, men urinate against the fences and around the public building, which is your parliament. I'm ashamed when I listen to you talking about infrastructure development, whatever it is. It's not for us. It's to accommodate the British and the Americans because they have to run from their own country. The groundwater, the level of the groundwater in the United Kingdom is so high, so dangerously high that they're looking for a new place to settle. The United States is so polluted that the smart ones are trying to run.
Hey, that's crazy. That is crazy. I ain't gonna tell no lie. You understand? That's crazy. But the man on point, he's saying, you know what I mean? He's on point with what he is saying. You understand? Big one thing, bro. Before I left Guyana, I don't lie. I didn't even know it's so strong a human being urinal is. You understand? Nadia, gotta big up Nadia. Oh my God. Nadia, Donala. I'm not gonna stop at Nadia. Nadia, I want to big up to you, man. Nadia is a member of the channel as today it shows. You are a member of the channel for 7 months now. God damn. And for those persons, if y'all in here, I big y'all up on how long you have been a member for, is because when it shows up on my live, that's when I could speak about it. You understand? I won't really be notified from YouTube for let me know, well, all right, such a person is such a couple months, or until it pop up, it gotta pop up on my live, then I'm gonna shut it out. So Nadia, thank you for being a member of this channel for 7 months. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 more months to make it 1 year since you're a member of this channel, and I really appreciate it, sweetie. Thank you so much. All right.
Somebody was a member last name with a C.
I think it was 6 months. Member of the channel. Big up to them. Jeez, I make it slide. I think I remember now, but all right, back to what I was saying, you know. When I not only lipping with the man they're saying, you know what I mean, Georgetown thing in normal. Some places you would go and you would see shit. You would see piss, you would see. It's like I just want to know what's going on, and there's the capital city. But at the end of the day, the place dirty indeed. And I used to say, well, I mean, even nowadays, how a human being piss is. A person used to say, yeah, it's an acid there inside the pee is why, you know, and them kind of from youth man growing up, seeing the lantern post, the bottom of them is pee eating out. Or when the constant peeing on a person fence, you could see the double color or the eating out of the fence, whether it's concrete or wood. And then you would be like, what? It's so sad. You know, and this is what I tell you, it ended up left there in we. Because they got a lot of person that came to America in the early times that think they could do things like that and get into trouble, get caught on camera whereby they got to pay a fine and all these things. They still got people coming to America a day like today and feel they could do the same thing what they could do in Guyana. And it don't go like that. this is not the place to do it. You understand? Calvin, big up yourself for the $20 super chat donation. Yeah, Fatima, right? Yeah, it's somebody I see, man. Thank you, and thank you, Shelly. Thank you so much. It's Fatima, yeah. I see. Oh yeah, Fatima, they do something. Yeah, it's somebody thing I see, but me know the thing disappear. I just see Fatima thing indeed. Hold on, let me see if I could get it on my screen here, so. Because I did see, I know I see somebody now, and it end up going over my head. Fatima, sorry, Fatima, big up yourself. I'm so sorry about that. I know I see Fatima pop up, but then it disappear. Well, on there, guys. Let's see if I could find it. Knox. No, it done gone by it pass. Anyway, sorry for that, Fatima. Big up yourself. Shelly say. Hold on there. Shelly say, yeah, it was Fatima 6 months yesterday. All right, good. Shout out to Fatima for being 6 months member of the channel also, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. Like what I say, you know what I mean? Until when we come to America, so we still was doing things that we think we could do in the Guyana. Like beating kids, smoking certain places, drinking and them kind of thing, whereby we know them things can't happen in America like those certain place. Especially drinking. We could drink on the road. Not in America, but some people come to America and feel they could drink anyway and get caught. It happened to enough people. You understand? It did happen to enough people. But it is what it is at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Anyway, let me keep the ball moving. It's an hour and 30, 3 minutes into the show. It's 8 minutes past 10 right now. You understand? Let me get into some more video before we open the phone lines. Lifestyle, hold on, Lil. Let me listen to what Amanza have to say here. Hold on there, guys. This one.
US, it important to take a few minutes tonight to talk to us about this quiet in Guyana that's surrounding, of course, the geopolitical tensions in our region. My attention was caught by a headline out of the Trinidad Guardian, I think it might have been 2 days ago, where it said that, corporate leaders in Trinidad are hearing as U.S. Venezuela tensions rise to prepare for all eventualities. And it occurred to me, what are our Guyanese corporate leaders hearing? Because there's just absolute silence as it relates to this issue here. And to my mind, that silence from the government is unacceptable. Now, in moments of regional uncertainty, serious leadership doesn't go quiet. We have to plan, it communicates, it strategizes, and it communicates very clearly with its citizens, and we're seeing a complete absence of that. This attitude, the difference in attitude is really stark and startling. In Trinidad, you have corporate leaders being told to prepare for all eventualities. It's really, I think, the responsible thing to do. And so we must necessarily ask what is going on in Guyana. And I want to hasten to say here, because we have this mindset that to talk about preparedness is fear mongering. It really isn't. Preparedness and preparing your citizenship is really a normal, functional role of government. It is an important role for any forward-thinking government, and we're seeing a complete lack of that in this context. The problem in my view is not uncertainty. Uncertainty is not new in regional politics, in regional developments. What is important and what is absent here is the problem of structured communication. And this government is silent. It is as if silence is their strategy. In this context, silence is not a very useful strategy. And, I note that the private sector in Trinidad is having discussions. And it occurs to me that we have to have those discussions here. And it behooves the government, I think, to communicate with the private sector commission. Now, if that communication is happening, but is happening quietly, then you also have another problem. Because I think these things require clear, open, transparent communication. Because the private sector here is important. The private sector really is central, I think, to our national resilience. And when you talk about escalating geopolitical tensions, you have to talk about resilience, how you weather, how you keep what you have, how you minimize losses. Resilience is really, really central to the discussion. And the private sector, for example, is really central to our national resilience. It carries all of our supply chain, fuel, logistics, food. All of it is tied to the private sector. And so when you hear the silence, when you hear a lack of engagement on business continuity, it is problematic. Engagement, I think, on continuity is not optional. It should be happening, and it should be happening clearly for every Guyanese to understand that this government is taking this matter seriously. And like I said, if these conversations are happening privately, then you have another issue of transparency. But by and large, you cannot ask businesses to carry the economy through these uncertain times, and they're left in the dark. I think resilience requires information. Now, businesses, of course, need to be talking about issues like continuity, business continuity, disaster planning, workforce and community stability, because, of course, tensions escalate and there is instability, how are workers getting to work. All of this is integrally related and integrated. And so a siloed approach to planning our resilience cannot happen. It is detrimental, I think, to us. And of course, communication and coordination is a major part of that. I think, we have to begin to craft this mindset that emergency readiness doesn't happen after something happens. And the government, I think, is operating from a false binary, from a false position that, okay, if we plan and prepare for something, then we are inviting it to happen. And nothing could be farther from the truth. Responsible government plans and prepares, and planning and preparation is not sexy. It's boring, methodical work. It is not about propaganda. It is about ensuring that your citizens are ready come what may. When you think about the state of our population now, and you go into a school, for example, and you ask a child, if a fire happens where do you go? If an emergency should happen, what are the drills? What are the muster points? If you need to evacuate a village in a quarantine, how is that done? There are no answers. And we operate as if we do not think about these things. If we don't address them, it will not happen. It's like burying our heads in the sand. It does not work. And so preparedness has to become a part of our national culture. The Caribbean islands, for example, have that built in, I think, to their psyche, because generally they're always preparing for hurricanes, for high tides, for earthquakes, etc. We, by the grace of God, have not, outside of the floods, had that emergency preparedness paradigm wired into us. And so we have to start now. And we cannot operate in a cavalier.
No joke, you know what I mean? For a country that is under sea level, bro, it's just God we by. This is what he's saying, because a lot of persons don't know Guyana living under sea level. But this will show you the country blessed, but still, not because the country might bless or not for we saying that, oh, you're the country blessed because you living under sea level. Indeed, like what she's saying, things could happen. And you got to put things in place before certain things occur. You can't just say, no, God, yeah, God bless God cover we God. No, come on. We see what happened to Jamaica and other countries. We had a flood already. So then the second one could be crazy. Some man says talking the right thing, you know?
Man, we can't say, oh, because this has never happened, it will not happen. We are living in a time where all bets are off. We're living in a time where what held before no longer holds. And so we have to begin to condition our minds to this reality. And, you know, so you talk about what businesses need, and then you talk about what our citizens need, because businesses and institutions, their needs are different as it relates to this issue of resilience and preparedness. You see, businesses need plans, but citizens, we need clarity, and we need to know that we can trust the information that we're getting. And so we're in a predicament as it relates to all of that. And I think we have to understand the psychology of calm, because I don't think the PPPC administration is understanding it. Calm doesn't come from silence. Calm comes from clarity. And so to the degree that you communicate effectively with the people of Guyana, that you make them aware, you are in fact assisting them and being calm, because when leadership and government is silent, then people are forced to believe rumors. They're forced to look for alternative sources for information, and that is what leads to chaos. So we have got to revolutionize the way we deal with communications in the context of what is happening regionally. Government has to speak early. Not wait, they have to speak early. They have to get ahead of the messaging in this context. You have to speak early, you have to speak plainly, and you have to speak consistently. Right? Government does not alarm, but it also does not disappear. It doesn't engage in shows of nonchalance and go DJing and partying as if, oh, there's nothing to see here. That's not good governance. That's irresponsibility. So we have to understand that we as citizens, we are entitled to clear, calm, consistent communication. And, you know, the government has to respect our right to know. It has to respect our intelligence, right? Now, the reason that we have to be able to, that we're forced actually to use forums such as these to speak about these issues is the fact that the government does not call parliament or has not convened parliament. Can you imagine, in a time where we're facing these seismic geopolitical shifts, that the government does not feel it important to call the legislature that is a part of the government apparatus to convene it so that we can, in a bipartisan manner, craft an approach. This is a critical time in our nation, and Parliament must meet. And outside of Parliament meeting, we're forced to get on social media and to do this because the proper channels are not convened. Why haven't we met to convene the Foreign Relations Sectoral Committee? There's a Security Sector Committee that should be convened. That is just mature government. And it is disheartening to see the approach of this government. It's not only, it is affecting the psyche of Guyanese. And I know, yes, it's Christmas and the cash grant is first and foremost in our minds, but you announce all of these grand ideas, all of these grand projects, all of these trinkets, and the question must necessarily be asked, what are the measures that you are putting in place to keep what you have? To keep what you have invested in, to minimize harm, damage, disruption to what you have invested in. That is the essence of resilience, and it's no place in our planning. And the government believes that by championing the word resilience and using it as jargon, that they're actually preparing the people of Guyana, and they're not. And we're not prepared for this, and it is deeply, deeply concerning because it means that psychologically we are leaving Guyanese unprepared. It means that our businesses are not prepared. It means that if tensions should escalate and something should pop off, Guyanese will be left just up to our own devices or with very poorly thought out, very poorly planned last-minute responses to crisis. So come on, man, we have to get this thing right. Preparing is not inviting chaos, right? Preparedness reassures. Preparedness shows that you are a government that is sound and is thinking. And on this issue, the PPPC government is failing miserably. So I would hope to see the government tackle this very clearly, very early. Yes, come and announce trinkets and the cash grants and so on and so forth. But God forbid should something happen. How prepared are our people for these eventualities?
Straight up.
So, I just didn't want to end today without talking about this, because for me, when I feel something very heavily on my heart, I have to speak on it.
And we're going to hold it there for now, And big up Amanzo. Shout out to Amanzo because this is what I love. The two people them I see really coming out and talk. Yes, me saying that though the other ones ain't doing it. But the two people them mainly in the eyes Amanzo and Azudine Mohamed. That is basically coming out and say these things, you know what I mean? If I get any video from APNU or anything, I would show it. I do show APNU stuff, so like I got a problem with APNU, but most time is Amanzo and Azudine is pop up. Is either speaking upon the foolishness with the government doing, how they treating me and all these things, and indeed, what Amanzo says right. Because imagine, you allowing all these Venezuelans into the country. Today, tomorrow, anything should break out. I don't feel these Venezuelans going to represent Guyana as Guyanese if they turn a Guyanese national. And still, like the sister says, certain things got to fix. You're talking about this, you're talking about the main source coming out and say, yo, we borders. Protecting we borders more and all these things. Because right now you see Maduro say, yo, Trinidad and Guyana, them got them hype on them with this US thing. And we see the minister for Trinidad come out and say, oh, nothing like that. Maduro say, yo, y'all gonna get the, yo, me want nothing to me country, but Jah knows. Yeah, good day.
Morning, my brother. I was hearing you say that it's only a man's done and Azadine be speaking.
No, me said
Not a
I
part.
didn't. No, I didn't say that. I said, listen, me. This is why
Mhm.
enough people is
Go
misleading what
ahead.
I
You
said.
go
I
ahead. You go
said
ahead.
that so far I'm only seeing the two. Them, if anything, with AP and you, anybody else, I would show it. But me ain't getting no video from the other side. There's only these two person, mostly video popping up. So that's
Do
why
you
I'm
listen?
showing them. Go ahead though.
Fire. Do you listen to Cheryl Duncan every day?
Sherry Duncan. Yeah.
He,
Not
he preach it like he preach it
everybody
like
think I is pop
Paul.
up here. So yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Preach it like Paul every day. If you listen to his program today, he's talking about all his shortcomings with the government. He speaks about it every day.
Okay.
There's a press conference on right now with Aubrey Norton and them right now. So you understand they be ponging it to him all the time. But I think our people got a problem. You understand? The holding a whole grudge against the PNC, like the PNC did them something totally wrong. But it's not that way. You see, our problem, indulge me for 1 second. Our problem is that we want everything to happen right away. It's simply like when Obama went into power. When Obama went into power, black people expect Obama to hand them something right away. But what Obama was doing is putting system in place so it can work on a long-term basis for the black people, especially, and the less fortunate. That's what he was doing. Same thing. Fast forward to David Granger. David Granger was putting all the system in place so it can work for everyone, including black people, especially black people. But we don't want that. We want no. We want to collect that money right away, wherever it is. No, it doesn't happen like that. The PPP got the money. How much black people getting still? And black people just talking a bunch of nonsense every day. It hits me out. I live in America. I care about my country. But what I'm saying, you have to system, you don't put systems in place, proper system in place, nothing is going to go right. Like what's going on in Guyana right now. System. Jagio to break down every system that Granger put in place. Why? Why did he hold on to everything that Forbes Borman had? Why did he hold on to everything that Forbes Borman put in place to the man they talk about bad every day? You see, we not thinking as a people. We are not thinking as a people. We gotta wake up. You know what I mean? We quickly run out and go to the other party because they tell me that these people doing whatever, whatever, whatever. Right? We people doing this. And we fall for it for a little crumb. We fall for things like that. You know why Africa was the way it is for much thousand years, for much years? Because of the same problem. Black people gotta stand for something or fall for any crap. I'm out, my brother. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Yeah.
I ain't there in no mood this morning for I give it nobody. You understand? Cause at the end of the day, I tired hearing about black people, 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 black people. You understand? This thing is more than black people. This thing is about we. This thing is about Guyana. This thing is about everybody in Guyana. This thing is not about black alone. I looking past black. I looking at one people, one nation, one destiny. And like I said, is the politician them is what got it how it is. Yeah, I telling you? Is them got it how it is. Nobody coming out and talk nothing bad but PNC and PNC do things that people got for talk bad about them. It's simple, bro. But me in the end, though. Let me take two more calls and go into me rest of stuff.
If I was near you, I would have choked you in your side where you go for where you start mention a man's and win. I tell you, I know this would happen. You see, people, these guys, the APNU people, the APNU black people, y'all gotta understand and be realistic. Anyone y'all come out and find and show me 100% black people who following the APNU without no other race. Bring the facts to me. And then I don't tell you the APNU is just about black. But the problem with some of these followers, they are too black again. I said, come for me. Bro, I'm meaning y'all ain't see no other things. Bro, Guyana, like you say, is how much race? 6 race. Bro, it's not a black man thing, an Indian man thing. It's every race. The nationality is Guyanese. It's for every Guyanese. Understand me? Granger put the grant in place and he had the opportunity to give to the people. Didn't. But he put the money in an escrow account which you have to show with whoever you're doing businesses. The money have to come out and go towards whatever transaction of that business. That's why the PPP government tie with China. They won't go with nobody else. Got the Chinese like money. They may want check, they want hard cash. And when the PPP give them that, the government, yo, he don't speak of race. I speak of the political parties. Cause the PPP to get James Bond and them, me see that them Indian, them is black people. On the APNU side, they get Indian there too. So when you're making this thing a black and black and black people, this and black, y'all know
Tired with
difference.
the body.
Cause y'all still beating y'all own people. Y'all in no difference to some of us who speaking the truth about the whole system. Been talking about race, he talking about the system in Guyana. Y'all come on this thing, y'all come about black people and APNU and black people. Bro, black people is the minority in numbers. Go and check your research. You want to go there, there are the minorities in numbers. The percentage wise, the Indian are more than black people in Guyana. So it has to be a Guyanese thing, not a black Guyanese thing or an Indian Guyanese thing. It's a Guyanese thing. Everybody gets every race got somebody is suffering under this government.
Yeah, man.
I'm out.
Yeah, lifestyle.
It has to be
Bang. Try back there, dog. Come in here and nothing we're saying. We got to take two more calls, go and pay some bills, and then definitely we continue with the show, all right?
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, my brother.
You hearing me now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like, you see what the man say? The Indian guy was talking before. The man say Georgetown was built for what? 100 and how much people? Almost not even 150, brother. 125. That's with the sewage system. It's time the bill for take the capacity. And I tell you so earlier that all these buildings and these things these people throwing up, you hearing about any big sewage contract going on in Georgetown? People just putting a plaster upon everything, brother. And when we get a flood, it can be a war beyond who be. That's why I would like for change so that we could get roads, brother. So that right now these people got enough money, big man, that we could build a brand new Guyana, bro. We could build a brand new Guyana from like in the middle of Guyana and come out, brother, and let Georgetown be the old tongue. We could build a brand new tongue, brother, fully futurized, brother. Got the money for do that. And we live upon the ends of Guyana, understand? We live upon the ends of Guyana and Guyana below sea level. And the ocean right there. When God ready for judge we, all he gotta do is send in a wave and drag we to hell out then. This is where we got the money for, and these men ain't doing nothing so with this money, brother. Nothing so with this money. And you see the man said this Georgetown was built for. Now look the amount of Venezuelans now that in Georgetown. The amount of Venezuelans now that in Georgetown. Because a lot of Venezuelans now living in Georgetown too. Because places, all the places that they're renting, all the old places and rundown places, all them places renting out now to Venezuelans. Really know how stink Georgetown gonna be now. These people ain't got no sort of plan for this place, brother. And that is what Amanda talking about there. I don't know with this stiff-necked fool here come on talking about APNU. Amanda clearly talking about changes and development. Changes and development. That is where you talking. You're seeing nobody else talking about changes and development other than Amanda and Mohamed. If APNU talking about any changes and development, it would be out there because it would be banging it. It would be there. He's saying that look at Africa now waking up and think Africa was uneducated and uninformed. Now Africans are being uninformed because they got technology and they got their own satellite and thing now. Now the information coming around now to all of them. So all who went to school got information. That's the reason why they're waking up now. That's the reason why you see the whole of Nepal raise up, because they got the information to the tips. And that's what the government wanted to do. The government wanted to take away technology from Nepal, right or wrong. And that's why the people raise up. Because the people getting too smart. And that is really these people doing to Guyana. These people, like, they can't see that they come talking about blacks. Black people are uneducated and uninformed about the history and the future. If we are educated, we won't have to do all this talking and all this fighting. We will get up and stand to the occasion. And when it comes to election, we won't be fighting and saying who voted for who. We would see people like Amanda, and she's educated and she wants to make a change, and we all will be voting for her. We won't be voting for somebody because they gave we money. We'll be voting because we know that we children want to live in a better world. Brother, we got the money that we could go and build a city starting from in the middle of Guyana and come out, brother. It's all we fighting for Georgetown and fighting about it. Georgetown is a bare mess hole, brother. And these people still come talking up. Run it. Bang.
Big up yourself, my brother. Don't say 40. I understand. Anyway, let's go pay some bills. And then we get back with you guys. Definitely we're gonna turn it up a little more, right? All right, don't move on more, sir. We're gonna be back with you in a minute. All right.
You bring the light. Them have to be mate, you have to be wife.
Yo, East Coast, get ready for it when Bolo and Ziggy present a party called Forever. And it's going down on December the 26th, 2025. Yes, that's Boxing Day. And we're taking it from day all the way to the night. The place to be is Ziggy's Fun Park on Friendship Road. So bring out the family early because we have trampoline, bouncy castle, and gifts for the children. And then when the sun go down, we partying forever. Performances by Vision Clark, Bad Brat, and Mini Slims. Music by Bobby Kush, Street Vibes, DJ Koshi, Jerome, Top Secret, Slingers Family, and BHP Sound. So lock in the date. Boxing Night, December the 26th, 2025. It's a dance call forever.
It's forever. Again, joke. Big up everybody that's checking in on the ones and threes, man. You guys know what the code is. It is 10:39. You guys know how we doing it, man. Take you up to that 11:30. Oh. All right, let me switch the script. Let me switch this script. Come on, guys. We're going to take 2 more cards and let's go. We got more things to get into. Jason. Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man. Loud and clear.
Points I want to raise. The caller before, I'm not bashing him or anything. I would ask him this question. When last has he been together? Why I'm saying that? He says that the populations, or somebody said the population, the pro-Guyanese population in Guyana is less than the Indo-Guyanese population. I don't believe that. Why I don't believe that? Nigerian like son everywhere you turn, you go in the ghettos and all these other places. You see enough big need, enough black people cheering enough all the place. A lot of young black girls and boys and guys or whatever, they make it children. The population, it seems as if that is so, but that is not so. Right? No, there's one. Two. What Amanda is saying, she's talking about disaster preparedness. Should something indeed erupt in Guyana, what is going to happen to its people or for its people? There isn't anything of that nature. They ain't got nothing of the nature. Man, you remember back in school days, we used to get fire drill?
Yeah.
You remember that? Fire drill. Them things that don't happen no more. You don't get that kind of thing. So indeed, disaster occurs in Guyana, what will the people do? There's nothing. Look at even simple, the little flooding that we just get. They don't have anything to help the people. People house flood out, people village flood out. People lose this, lose that, lose that. We get flooding in Guyana. Imagine if a major flooding happened like what happened a couple of years ago in Guyana. Imagine if something like that happens again. What is going to happen? The whole of just underwater, bro. These people in these big extravagant buildings, you just get this machine there driving these piles down into the ground. I'm ready you just feel from a mile away. The earth shaking, the ground shaking, your building shaking. These people damaging the infrastructure of the city with all these big extravagant buildings that they're putting down. It's sinking the city. What is a banner that's come from underground, that's come from the bottom up? When you dig a hole in the ground, it's where it's find water. So when they're knocking these things they don't know, putting these big heavy buildings, what do you think it's doing to the actual infrastructure to the city? It's sinking it. They're damaging the city. And all in the name of our business. They're doing it for their own personal gains, brethren. Look, Mohamed showing up show up one of the minister, the agriculture minister's son. One big extravagant house, and he's only 30 years old, claiming that he's some doctor and he never practiced nothing, no way and all.
I tell you.
And in front of them, he building an apartment complex in front of them. When a piece of land that was scheduled or highlighted to make a school, a daycare, and a medical center for the people in the areas. These people destroying the city, brethren. These people destroying Guyana, they're selling it out. Venezuelans coming to Guyana and becoming citizens after 1 year. Which part in the world that is happening? All these are things what these people doing to Guyanese and in Guyana, bro. Some of the people that calling in and talking some of their views, I could relate to it, but I still ask them, are you go to Guyana and spend a month and see what's going on? Don't just go and spend 2 or 3 days. Go and sit down in Guyana for 1 month and you're going to see and move around and see what's going on exactly. The Abdul AFC government, when they were in power, Mr. Courageous had some insights, he had some ideas. He was working towards these things, but what happened? His government, his ministers betrayed him. Harman started the betrayal. A lot of them went into business with the Indian people them. I used to drive a minister in them time, Bridget. I know what used to go on. Excuse me. I know what used to go on with them. That's why the man went silent at the last the election and said nothing because the man knew, the man learned of their betrayal. And there's some black people, there's two black people betray you. These Indian people don't do that. They'll stand in support of each other. The black businessmen in Guyana, if they got 10, they got enough. They don't have much. Sivan's Waste Management is a black man. He gets a piece of land, they come and they chastise him over it. Sivan's Waste Management is collect garbage. Beat down the man business, beat down that man. Can't care. Beat down can't care. People don't go support car care business, and car care is a man that gets good quality PVC is bringing. they got 10 black businessmen in Guyana, they got enough right now. It don't have much of them. And all the little ones that still they're surviving by a trend. Solomon sell out everything, gamble out and all of them man to sell out the stuff. Anyway, they say we still.
Jaja knows that.
People them
Yeah, my brother. Sorry there. Didn't know you finished.
You are Kenny,
Yes,
all
all
right?
board.
Let me tell you, listen, I just came back from Guyana, August, remember?
Yeah.
See? And I just sent you,
I
read
see
out
it
the
here, so.
information. Let
Yes.
hear what I think.
They say
You
yes, the
see?
East
I come
Indian
with
Hindu
facts.
Guyanese
I am
population is larger than the black African Guyanese population in Guyana.
anytime. It been so when these people came, cause they breed like ants. That's how come they overrun. Their majority are Indians, bro. And I've been telling of black Guyanese that, but they don't. They say it's by the world censor that goes wrong and censor country to see how many people live and how the race, which race are more dominant or in percentage, which are the much more in numbers.
Straight.
You see, so when I call in there, I don't call for talk when I call upon your show, bro. I call with facts. That's why I know how the Chinese and them get all the big job and all these things, bro. Because guess what? I witness it when I go guy and I observe the things and see how the Guyanese people that live in, bro, and how they're balling. So the blacks are the minority compared to the Indian. They don't have no enough numbers. But that I'm not just I just putting that out there because of the narrative they're running that the blacks are more. Bro, the Guyana is six race, and that's all we need to say and do. Come together as one, cause we all Guyanese. What if you black, Indian, Amerindian, Portuguese? With the Portuguese are white black mix of white mix with white European from Portugal comes into Guyana and breed the black slave and them. That's why they have Douglas ear. Cause they call them Portuguese and make them a race which they are not a race. Portuguese represent the nationality of Portugal. Yeah, research.
Right.
I'm there listening.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up Albert. You don't know. All right. Time for we jump into something else now. You don't know it is. That's enough. Them say one thing ain't good for one thing ain't good for everything. So I don't know the code word. Big up everybody that definitely checking in. Now let me head over to this Cheddy Jagan International Airport situation is you understand? Now this occurred at Cheddy Jagan Airport a few days ago. Whereby it seems like a Guyanese national that is an American citizen now came to Guyana, but like they had a problem at JFK Airport. Nice. So let me jump into this, see what's going on. It is 10:49. You guys know the code. You know what's up. You know how we doing it around here side. So big up everybody that definitely checking in on the ones and threes, guys. Yes, then. This person send me now. Even when they get a chance, listen more. No, they don't know the score, buddy. All right, let me jump into this quick and fast. Let's get and see what's get there so we could dissect. the situation. Give me a minute.
No, he can't record me. He can't record me. And I'm sending this straight to VP right now.
Okay, good afternoon. Mom?
But well, you're recording me.
Just listen to the officer, please.
I asked for your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
So who's in charge of you? Nobody.
The airline policy is that we can't record, right?
He told me to call my boss. He told me. The camera's right there, bro. The camera's right there. And I feel unsafe as an American, and I'm telling you I want a supervisor. So where's your supervisor? You're not letting me go beyond. You're not letting anything make sense. You're standing here targeting me. Where is your supervisor? Who's in charge? Somebody got to be in charge. He can't record me. He can't record me. And I'm sending this straight to VP right now.
Okay, good afternoon. Mom?
But well, you're recording me.
Just listen to the officer, please.
I asked for your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
So who's in charge of you? Nobody.
The airline policy is that we can't record, right?
He told me to call my boss. He told me. The camera's right there, bro. The camera's right there. And I feel unsafe as an American, and I'm telling you I want a supervisor. So where's your supervisor? You're not letting me go beyond. You're not letting anything make sense. You're standing here targeting me. Where is your supervisor? Who's in charge? Somebody got to be in charge. You're recording me, and you're telling me I can't record you? Are you crazy? Nobody's in charge. They are. No, he can't record me. He can't record me, and I'm sending this straight to VP right now.
Okay, good afternoon. Mom?
But well, you're recording me.
Just listen to the officer, please.
I asked for your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
So who's in charge of you? Nobody.
The airline policy is that we can't record, right?
He told me to call my boss. He told me. The camera's right there, bro. The camera's right there. And I feel unsafe as an American, and I'm telling you I want a supervisor. So where's your supervisor? You're not letting me go beyond. You're not letting anything make sense. You're standing here targeting me. Where is your supervisor? Who's in charge? Somebody got to be in charge. You're recording me, and you're telling me I can't record you?
Yeah, because she's a Guyanese American. She's an Indian woman. I don't know what break this whole thing escalate.
Are you crazy? Nobody's in charge. They are. No, he can't record me. He can't record me.
All right, good. After, yeah, baby. After that happen, let me break it down. Let's get it break down, okay? Just no, baby. Yes, baby. Daddy? Yes, my love. Daddy, baby. Hold on, stay right there, baby. Don't move. Hold on. I'm to the computer, man. Why this thing moving like this, bro? Just now. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Daddy coming to you. Just a minute, guys. Because I don't know what's really going on. I am protected of such faith. Oh my God. Bro. My shit is freezing up on my side so much. I don't know what's going on right now, bro. All right.
And I'm sending this straight to VP right now.
Okay, good afternoon. Mom?
But well, you're recording me.
Just listen to the officer, please.
I asked for your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
So who's in charge of you? Nobody.
The airline policy is that we can't record, right?
He told me to call my boss. He told me.
Just so you know, this is a cover story from this individual right here. This is her experience. This is not my experience. Okay, let me tell you what happened there. It's a whole long story. Stay with me. On Saturday, December 7th, I arrived on American Airlines at Chedijagan International Airport after clearing my baggage. Anyways, let me tell you long story short, they ended up giving her by mistake two passports, which she then later noticed and tried to make contact with the person's passport that she had. She had a passport and she tried to get the passport back to the person by googling their name. But Cherry Jagan International Airport had already released her picture online for the person to post, which was an invasion of her privacy, and she stated that this here could make her a target. But anyways, the post was deleted. However, that there was her first mishap upon reaching Guyana. This is where that video comes into play. Listen to me. It involves this man right here. This guy works in the airport, I think in the narcotics division or something like that, and he claims to be a supervisor. Can anybody in the comment section tell me, clarify, is this person a supervisor? Yes or no? Because in the video, he clearly states that he is a supervisor. Now, let me tell you where this individual here comes into play, especially for the person who filmed him and for the story I'm about to tell you that this person experienced while coming to Guyana. Now, this person was flying out the very next day. She cleared her bag, and while she was about to get dressed, like, you know, you gotta take your stuff off when you're going through the security scans right here. Anyways, while she was about to get dressed again and about to go by the boarding gate in the waiting room, she was stopped by, I don't know if it's this person or another person, claiming that they need to recheck her bag. And the woman in the video that is recording, who was harassed by this person and the other person and many other people working in the airport, the person refused to let them recheck her bag because she claims that it's an invasion of her privacy. Anyway, she already got her bags checked, by the way, and they want to check it again because they said that the machine was malfunctioning. So if the machine was malfunctioning, what that mean? You need to recheck everyone's bag? Why target her anyways? Upon that, she refused, and this guy here took her passport for hours and refused to give her back and tried to blackmail her. This is what she stated. As I explained to the blue shorted officer that I could not miss my flight because I had to be in the office the next day, the officer claiming to be in charge snatched my passport and boarding pass from her and left the security terminal. Mind you, they left for a very long time. Now this is where it gets interesting. The officer holding my passport then blackmailed me, stating that if I did not delete the evidence on my phone, he would refuse to call the officer to check my bag again, causing me to delay and miss my flight. That is blackmail. Anyways, long story short, after some time, JetBlue refused to leave without this American citizen, this individual. They refused to leave without her. After many phone calls back and forth, they finally got the individual who took her passport and boarding pass to come back and give her back her stuff to board the flight because JetBlue refused to leave without her. Shout out to JetBlue. And guess what? They checked her bags. Nothing was wrong. Oh wait, I should also mention, JetBlue personnel explained that my bags would be checked, but requested that none of the original officers be involved or fear that they would tamper with her belongings. Somebody else checked the bag clear. The girl got on the flight, got back to New York. Now, Guyana is promoting tourism. I just promote tourism in Guyana, especially in Essequibo. And a lot of people from the US and Canada see these tourism promotions, right, done either by me or my fellow content creators across Guyana. Oh, you mean to tell me you're traveling all the way to Guyana to get treated like shit at the airport by some people claiming to be a supervisor? Listen, Guyana is beautiful. Promoting tourism, there's nothing wrong with that. But if this is what tourists are seeing, especially when coming to Guyana, trust me, they're not going to want to come back after this. The person even stated that they have so many more trips planned to come to Guyana, but after this event that happened, they don't think they want to come back for now. But anyways, what do you guys think about this? Drop your comments down below. Let me hear your thought.
He can't record me.
Hey, with this total chauvinist. You understand? Because upon listening with his brother saying, right?
You.
Story from this individual right here. This is her experience. This is not my experience. Okay, let me tell you what happened there. It's a whole long story. Stay with me. On Saturday, December 7th, I arrived on American Airlines to FRIDAY-S2 International Airport after clearing my baggage. Anyways, let me tell you, long story short, they ended up giving her, by mistake, two passports, which she then later noticed and tried to make contact.
Them give she two passports. You trying to tell me they give you two passports at the airport?
I said the only idea I got for Guyana is a passport.
Yeah. Albert.
Fire. That's the ignorance go on there. You know, when I went back 2021, this they bring me back to that. One of them asking me for ID. So I take out my New York ID and give to him. He said he don't want that. I said, bro, the only two ID I got this, and then he gonna tell me that is not a real ID. I said, bro, this is what I use in America. This is why I don't walk on passport or nothing but my New York ID. And this man start going on like he want me go through back. The man want me check in for leave they could leave out to come back home. Eh?
I'm telling you.
And I said, bro, listen to what I tell you. If anything, call the police, just to tell you. I said, because you is not an American or have no idea about anything in America. Because you are looking at me ID and telling me it's not valid. How you could tell it? I said, my ID could scan and it would tell who I am.
Real thing. Straight.
The man had me there for like 15 minutes, bro. Back and forth. And me budging. Asking me for another ID. I said, I don't have nothing for guy, you know. Only a birth certificate and I don't have that on me.
I telling you, boy.
The ignorance, bro. Some of them by there in a little position there. Is money some of them just look for.
Real talk, not only pin. Money.
I ask you, bro. You telling me ID invalid like you use a guy and he's working at the Guyanese airport
I telling you, boy.
And you trying for telling me bunch of crap. Just search my bag, everything. Me don't no much people come to me about bring back America weed and get them. I tell them, I say, bro, I gotta find whoever doing that, not me. I don't mix up in drug robbing and killing. I love to be free, not free. Not freedom. Cause you can't be free and be dumb at the same time. Cause that's what the word freedom means.
Right.
I like to be free. I dare listening.
Good man. Let me break. Wait, man. Let me just break it down slide, right? All right, let me break it down. Let me hear again. Wait.
Contact with the person's passport that she had. She had a passport and she tried to get the passport back to the person by Googling their name. But
now this is why I'm saying to myself, like, what part they give you this two passport? At the airport, how much passport really do you have? Me don't understand really going on still because it's common sense. Now, he said I thought she said in his statement to get her back two passport. Now, where did they give her two passport? At the airport? Did you go home and then try to contact the people and when you find out? So you know to yourself it's two passport, you get right there and then. For cause a situation, this is what you want to know.
She had a passport and she tried to get the passport back to the person by Googling.
This woman say, but she had a passport. But then when she find out that one of the next passport is not she own, she tried to Google the person name that she could get the people in part. So how the custom end up giving you two passport? Me not understand really going on here, man. Who's these people them are doing customs? Listen, kid, this is what
later noticed and tried to make contact with the person's passport that she had. She had a passport and she tried to.
Yeah, Albert.
Why get out of the stories? The story makes up bad.
Bad.
The person who was on the plane is who collect the person airport who was trying to get on the plane. I remember at the end he went and get the person that have our passport so she could board the plane. Listen to the story.
Right, this what doing.
Mix up. The person who was already on the plane had cheap passport.
Hold on.
You hear it say? they went and they get the port of passport so she could board the plane from the person who was already on the plane.
It's crazy, boy. The nuts.
Oh, the story mix up.
The story crazy for shoot me, brother.
See? But listen clean, you're gonna hear.
Good.
I saw that's why here at the end when he said they went and get the passport from the person on the
Wow.
plane. That was the problem she had with them. But they know they get a little position. Them in trying for here she out.
Yeah.
She trying to board the plane without document. Without misunderstanding it.
Hey, this
Listen
right,
to it. Listen to it.
Go,
Right here,
this why there's really say Guyana is not a real place, boy. Cause this
to get the password back to the person by googling their name. But Cherry Jagan International Airport had already released her picture online for the person to post, which was an invasion of her privacy, and she stated that this here could make her a target. But anyways, the post was deleted. However, that there was her first mishap upon reaching Guyana. This is where that video comes into play.
Hello.
Fire.
Yeah.
Huh? You online?
Yeah, we live.
Yeah, what I'm saying, right? Man, star. What I'm saying, you know that story not strong, right? You know. You believe? You know what I believe? That lady must get 2 passports. You know, because you know sometimes you could get an American passport and you could get
a Guyana passport.
You could get a Guyana passport, you know.
Right.
So probably she must have pull out the mistake one, the Guyana one, and give them. You know, because I know people. They do that, and when they're done with them, and use that. And Dr. Putin must get up to the wrong one. So I try for mama guys people. Cha. Later, Rasta.
All right, guys, here we're going, and I got forced to done the live. We're gonna be back here tonight because I don't know what really going on with my software. It bugging. It's bugging. Like, come on, bro, stop bugging, bro. What you doing to me, man?
Listen to me. It involves this man right here. This guy works in the airport, I think in the narcotics division or something like that. And he claims to be a supervisor. Can anybody in the comment section tell me, clarify, is this person a supervisor? Yes or no? Because in the video, he clearly states that he is a supervisor. Now, let me tell you where this individual here comes into play, especially for the person who filmed him and for the story I'm about to tell you that this person experienced while coming to Guyana. Now, this person was flying out the very next day. She cleared her bag, and while she was about to get dressed, like, you know, you gotta take your stuff off when you're going through the security scans right here. Anyways, while she was about to get dressed again and about to go by the boarding gate in the waiting room, she was stopped by, I don't know if it's this person or another person, claiming that they need to recheck her bag. And the woman in the video that is recording, who was harassed by this person and the other person and many other people working in the airport, the person refused to let them recheck her bag because she claims that it's an invasion of her privacy. Anyway, she already got her bags checked, by the way, and they want to check it again because they said that the machine was malfunctioning. So if the machine was malfunctioning, would that mean you need to recheck everyone's bag? Why target her anyways? Upon that, she refused, and this guy here took her passport for hours and refused to give her back and tried to blackmail her. This is what she stated. As I explained to the blue shorted officer that I could not miss my flight because I had to be in the office the next day, the officer claiming to be in charge snatched my passport and boarding pass from her and left the security terminal. Mind you, they left for a very long time. Now this is where it gets interesting. The officer holding my passport then blackmailed me, stating that if I did not delete the evidence on my phone, he would refuse to call the officer to check my bag again, causing me to delay and miss my flight. That's is blackmail. Anyways, long story short, after some time, JetBlue refused to leave without this American citizen, this individual. They refused to leave without her. After many phone calls back and forth, they finally got the individual who took her passport and boarding pass to come back and give her back her stuff to board the flight because JetBlue refused.
At the end of the day, right? I'll tell you something. Me never even want to hear no more. Because whether you got two passport or one passport, all the passports them have initial on it, right? Guyana logo, the Guyana coat of arm or the whatever it's called it on thing and it got Guyana. America passport is the same thing, right? This is what he's saying. Now, even if you take out a passport, obviously these passports is closed. Right? Kingston, leave it because you're putting it the wrong way. That's not how it's supposed to be. It got to come over this side. The big one is by the sink and the little one is by the oven. It's right, man. You supposed to focus. When you see you going out to the country, coming left in a country to enter next country, you got to focus. Whether you got two passport, you supposed to know, all right, Guyanese passport. You're supposed to look. When you take it out, you're going to see, all right, this is my Guyanese. Because you know, I got the same thing. Boom, I can see this Guyanese or US. So I can know what's going on. I'm saying to myself, oh, the next person gets she passport and she boarding pass, and then see. Now going on to the JetBlue plane, they're not gonna check your boarding pass for see if there's your name. So why nobody stop she, intercept she right there? Kingston, just leave it, bro. Why nobody intercept she and say, yo, what is your name? This. I'm like, me understand. It does mix up.
Fire. Thing is, here how this thing is. I travel with me stepdaughter many times back and forth from America to Guyana. And you know you check in with you son there into a airport. How much passport you gotta get them? Your son and yours, right?
Right.
No. She and the person on the plane travel together and look like the person get on the plane car she was running too late or taking shit time. So she tried to get on now. You see? She bag never get checked it. You need your passport to check your bag. And when you
Don't
go
have no
together and
shot.
stand up, they're gonna get
Shot, you
somebody
finish.
back. It look like both of them had the passport one left, bro.
I telling
That
you.
story get too much hole in it. And the only
Yeah.
thing I could figure it out is that she and the person was on the plane with her passport, traveled together, and the person had both passports.
It got for me.
See?
It got for me.
You want that's it. God, I never heard this incident in over decade I traveling. That the immigration and give somebody you passport unless you standing there near them and present the
This is
passport
what he's saying,
together.
bro.
All right.
Bring one love, my brother.
That's really feel, this platform is intelligent people, you know.
They better know though. They better
You
know
want
though.
skin up this. All right, the man was a little rude and thing, yes. But you leave a lot of hole. There's a lot of hole in whatever you're saying, bro. God, one time you're saying that you are the passport and you Google for know the passport, but then at the end you said they had to go and collect the passport from somebody on the plane. I'm out.
Big up yourself, my brother. One love and one love alone. You understand? Anyway, hey, I telling you about this is no fightation. No fights. I'm gonna take like one more call and I'm out of here. Cause I don't know what going on. Me software. Me software tripping on this one side here, so just sticking. So this is the last call until tonight, guys. Hello. Hello.
Hi, good morning, Saya. Good morning to you. Good morning to all your listeners.
Yes.
Just just listening to this story with this lady. First of all, I don't understand why. Okay, if she was coming to America, right? And they asked her, or they told her, or even if she was leaving America and they told her that they have to recheck her bag, she would have complied because I've traveled on numerous occasions, different countries.
Uh-huh.
And if you go, sometimes they have like it's just random. They just pick out 1% random and say, "Hey, we need to recheck your bag." If you know you don't have anything on you, you don't have anything to hide. You would let them recheck your bag. Nothing's
Real
wrong with
talk.
that. It takes 2 or 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and then you leave. But why is she refusing to have her bag rechecked just because they asked her to recheck her bag? That don't sound right to me because
Right.
here in
Right.
America,
Mm-hmm.
I know my daughter's father, he's Guyanese, and every time he come from Guyana to here, I don't know what it is, they always pull him in a room and get him checked.
Wow.
And he doesn't even have a problem with it. Me, whenever I travel, we travel together, and it never happened to me, but it always happening to him. Whenever he gets here, they always, and he lives here. He's a citizen, and they're still checking for whatever. I don't know what is
I
the
tell
reason, but
you.
it's not a problem. If they ask you to have your bag rechecked, you recheck your bag, and this long time, and you get on the plane and you come back wherever you're going. But she want to make a big issue out of
There's
nothing.
it.
Because
Mm-hmm.
it usually happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people would stop you and say, hey, they would stop and say, hey, we have to recheck
Yeah.
your bag for whatever reason, I don't know. And you comply, you let them do
Real
it, they're doing
thing.
their job, and you leave. But I don't know.
She got that, but I
Anyhow, that's
sending
all
this
my,
to.
that's just,
Thank you, babes. Thank you a lot,
yeah.
man. She like, I'ma send this to VP. Like she and the vice president got some relationship. Whereby she can send it to VP. Anyway, guys, it was a pleasure being here with you guys. Yeah, man, we're gonna be back here tonight. Remember, we're going live tonight whereby I'm gonna be setting up my tree. You know how it goes. All right. So it was a pleasure being here with you. We're 17 minutes after the hour. I gotta like out. Cause right now my software giving me some problem. So I gotta go and reboot it and get it up and back and running. But love you guys, man. You don't know. Right? Tonight we in the building back again. Is your phone a Android? What are you talking about? Phone is computer using. I don't stream from phone. I don't depend on phone streaming. I stream from my computer. See you guys later.